Environmental Youth Alliance. It was formed in the summer of 2020. I joined around then, and since then we've done campaigns like tree planting in Highland Park in Barrie. We've done webinars about the importance of water, especially because Simcoe County has some of the cleanest natural fresh water in the world. And we've organized actions and rallies. I think for me, I started learning about climate change in school when I was pretty young, 8, 9 years old, and I think I found the more I learn about it, just the scarier it gets when you hear about some of the things, how the world could end up looking in even like 20 years from now. It's just really scary, honestly, and just the uncertainty surrounding it. If we don't get it right, no one knows for sure what's going to happen, but the best predictions are saying it's not going to be very good. And I think even now we can see here in Canada and around the world some of the effects of climate change, the wildfires out west and the flooding in the east. To me, it seems like sort of just a taste of what's to come if we don't do better. Locally, some things that we've been really focused on are the Simcoe County Municipal Comprehensive Review, as well as the City of Barrie's greenhouse gas reduction plan, because both of those plans are really important policy in terms of what Simcoe County is going to look like in the next 20, 50 years, and how it's going to shape our reactions to the climate crisis. So those are both issues that we're really focused on, because I think reducing our greenhouse gas emissions locally is a really important starting point for all of Canada. Municipalities have control of 50% of all greenhouse gas all greenhouse gas emissions. So reducing our emissions within municipalities is a really important place to start. So Earth Day was started 1970s, I believe, and it's a really important day because obviously it's an opportunity for everyone to reflect on their individual relationship with the earth and the natural world. And it's a really good opportunity to get people talking about the climate and about the climate's future, as well as to encourage people to take action. I think in conversations surrounding Earth Day, it's really important for me that we don't erase some of the really big problems, like big corporations that are putting out huge emissions. The biggest 100 corporations in the world are responsible for 71% of all greenhouse gas emissions. So it's really important that we don't overlook things like that and focus only on recycling, which is important, but at the same time, individuals recycling isn't going to change the actions of the corporations. So it's a really good opportunity, I think, Earth Day, when there's these big conversations surrounding the climate, that we can get people engaged in campaigns to change the actions of our governments and corporations. Every year that goes by and we continue to not see action is another year that we're losing in the fight against the climate. And it's really important because a lot of campaigns are getting really close to sort of achieving big milestones. Campaigns like encouraging our banks to take their money out of fossil fuel projects are getting really close to kind of making a breakthrough. So I think that 2022 Earth Day is really important to sort of tip the conversation and really get everyone talking about these things. One of the best starting points is just to get informed, and getting informed can mean like on social media, following different environmental groups, following climate justice groups and other like racial justice and Indigenous-led groups. And then once you've gotten informed, there's so many campaigns that you can get involved in to make a difference. If you're a young person, obviously, you can join the Environmental Youth Alliance and get working on these different campaigns. But people of all ages, there's so many different opportunities to get involved, and I think starting locally is a really good place to start. As a young person, I like to just dream big and imagine some of the really big changes that could happen within our society, but I think here in Simcoe County, I'd love to see more public transit, and maybe like more efficient public transit, more parks and green spaces. Obviously, this is lovely. I'd like to see more of this, especially in more suburban areas. And I would like to see just really a culture within Simcoe County of reusing and, you know, using secondhand, and so that we don't have so much waste within our economy.